My name is Preston Wade Thomas, and I drive for Corrigan Moving Systems out of Farmington Hills, Michigan. I walk in the room, I was like, oh, shoot. And then they had video. He turned around his laptop, and I was like, oh, I was definitely on the spot. Wasn't expecting that. I think it was my wife. I told her, and then my mom and sisters. And a lot of my family's been on the road with me through the years. My mom, my dad, sisters, daughters. Usually when I deal with a customer, I try to do my 100% best to treat their household goods as if they were, the way I would treat my own. I always try to show up early to a job when I can, and I'll inventory. I'll even go in there and pad wrap and do the floor protection so they kind of got an idea of how the job's going to flow, I like the moving aspect of it, and not just the driving. I don't think I would just want to be just a driver only. A tip I would have for a new driver is just to, to love your neighbor as yourself. That includes your helpers, your dispatchers, and your customers, and you would make it a long ways in this industry.
We have been extremely fortunate to have him on our team. He's one of the most humble guys and drivers that we have in our fleet. Just very concerned about us, concerned about himself, concerned about his customers, and concerned about his family. And that's in everything that he does. He shows it.
I'd like to give a shout out to Kirk Hensler for giving me the opportunity to come and work at Corrigan Moving Systems. It's been a pleasure working here, and for Unigroup giving me this opportunity, as well as all of the Soul crews, Puma crews, Squash crews all over the country that have helped me out, because I couldn't have done that without them to be able to make Driver of the Year.
I am Cindy Kapellusch, and I drive for Plains Moving and Storage out of Westchester, Ohio. My dispatcher, Chris Donavo, emailed me and said, can you call into the office? And Steve Sabatello came in and told me that I won Van Operator of the Year, and everybody was there and cheered me on and congratulated me. So it was kind of it was exciting to have them do that, and I'll be there to tell me. Some of the first people I told that I won Van Operator of the Year was my husband, of course. He was there by me when I won. And then my family, my sisters, and then a lot of my girlfriends that have been pulling for me. And I keep telling them I won Driver of the Month, and they're like, you can do this, you can do this, you can win Van Operator of the Year. And so when I called and told them, they were very excited. I have a degree in business administration, and so I was doing accounting for Barrett in Milwaukee. And I met my husband. He was an owner-operator driver at that time. And he told me, come on the road for a little bit, I'll teach you how to drive. I thought I'd do it for 5 years, and I'm still doing it and never went back to accounting. When I first started, there was hardly no women drivers. It was really tough to be on the road 34 years ago. Now you see a lot more women out there, a lot more co-drivers. It's evolved in a very, very good way, positive way. Sassy and Selah come with me on the road, and they travel with us all the time, and yeah, they're like my little mascot.
She's always on time, always in uniform. She keeps her equipment spotless for the customers. She's calling ahead, making pre-calls, and she runs an efficient business, so she really understands how to do this the right way.
To think about what she's accomplished behind an 80,000-pound rig, driving that truck, 0 accidents, 0 safety infractions. She's made a tremendous impact, and we are extremely proud of Cindy Kapellusch.
So Unigroup, I would like to say thank you for giving me this award. Plains, thank you for pushing for me, to being behind me to push United. I'd like to thank my husband, Ron, who's been there, encouraging me, knowing that I can do this, and kept pushing me to keep at it and keep working towards this. I would be amiss if I didn't say thank you to everybody.
My name is Charles Sykes, and the company I work for is Johnson Storage and Moving. I've been in the trucking industry for 50 years.
Congratulations!
everybody in all the offices were out there, and they had this about 5x5 banner up across their walls that said, "Congratulations, Charles Sykes, for Van Operator of the Year for Unigroup." Everybody in the building was in there. This is the biggest company that I drove for, so I'm real proud to get it. When I was 21, I went on the road. Been out here ever since. I keep my equipment up to date. I'm always on time. I update regularly.
Charles has always been a pleasure to work with. He and I have become very good friends, in addition to just the dispatcher and driver relationship. We have a lot of personal conversations and learned a lot about each other's families, and it's just been a real joy to have him as part of our team. I know that if I ever needed him to cover something, even my own move, he'd jump right at it, and he'd be one of my first calls for sure. So I love him like a brother, and I'm proud of him.
One of the people I'd like to thank is my dispatcher, Daniel. He's probably been one of the best dispatchers I have ever had. Don Hyman, Linda in accounting, and those people have made it where I stay because they know me, I know them, they know what I expect, and I know what they expect from me.